Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I am back with the Mindful Image challenge subscription box. It's been a minute, had to go on vacation real quick, but I'm back and so excited to work on this. I've had a quick peek in here, but I need to get some ideas on like planning what we're going to do with this because it has to be one project. I'm thinking a journal. So let's go through here. So I have some experience with these already and they make great covers. So I think that one of these, at least one, maybe two, will be my cover. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, then I had 5. And I was thinking these could be signature covers, but I don't know if I want to make something that has 5 signatures. So we'll have to get a little bit creative. You know, I can also use these parts of these for tags and stuff. But anyway, I'm getting cover vibes for at least part of this. I think these 3 maybe. Possibly it'd be the cover. And then these were together and I thought, you know, that might be kind of cool going over the, oh, it is 2. 2, dang it. Okay. Well, now I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that one. But I was thinking maybe a wrapped kind of cover thing like this. That would be kind of maybe. And then these can go on the front somewhere. And this beautiful washi tape. So I think that's going to be a cover situation. And then, okay, so there's those. And this is her DigiKit. She has a DigiKit out that I'm also testing. And I haven't quite figured out how to put everything together. And this one printed out a little funny because I ran out of black ink. But I have these to kind of, I think I'm going to put this in with this journal. So it's going to be kind of like a vintage ladies maybe. Not 100% about putting it in here, but that's the current idea. Planaroo. Okay. And then let's see. This would be, I'm just going to use this I think as maybe a book page or tuck it in. That would be the easiest way to use that, is to tuck it in. And I sat here for a while with this because it is a really pretty cover and this is about this book. I looked it up. It's about a girl who has magic and has to, you know, deal with a couple different countries and things like that. And while that's cool, I don't want this to be a Sabriel journal. So she's not going to be on the cover. So I was thinking maybe the best way to honor this little book here was to remake her into a book and maybe use some of this washi and bind her into a little journal, a really thin one to stick into this journal. And then perhaps I'll tuck her in and then this will be on the tuck. Yeah. Or belly band or something. Yeah. So have an idea for her and then book pages. Yeah, I'll have to go back to some of Paper Outpost videos on using up book pages. But these will be great. I'll probably just glue some of them straight to pages, but these are too small to be, you know, for my actual journal pages. So, and then I had this napkin. I did pull it apart because I was originally thinking, well, maybe I would cover her with this, but then I'm like, I feel like that's kind of not really using it quite right. So I do want to decoupage something with this beautiful Dollar Tree napkin. Might do these doilies actually somehow. I'm not sure. There's that. And there's this other one. This one will probably I'll probably make a journal card maybe. This beautiful mess. I have no idea. I think this was just kind of glued on, kind of taped on. I think I'm going to completely deconstruct her. and I'll make the envelope into a pocket. I want to use this stamp. I want to use these. I may take this idea that is done here with this string, take it off of this wax and do it a better way. Put some beads on it and stick it on with a new wax seal that is not gonna, yeah, so that's gonna be a project all by itself. And then we've got all kinds of embellishments, and of course I have to use this. I know I'll probably use the chain in some sort of closure for the journal or embellishment on the journal, but I don't know if this, I don't know. I'll have to make the cover and kind of play around with whether I want it to actually be on there or not. I might have to totally take this apart, maybe take this part off. That might work. Okay, all right, so this stuff, we got the page, this is embellishment, this is another little thing. Okay, so we'll start, I guess, and make it, oh, this is my stamp. This one's gonna be the main one I use, obviously, because it's from the box. And then I got to figure out a few other papers. We need to like figure out cover and papers to go inside. So I will be right back. All right, and I'm back. So now I've got all kinds of things. So this is from a Sears Roebuck catalog. This beauty I got at a, oh, did it pause? There we go. I got this at a yard sale for $8. Totally worth it. 1906. So I grabbed a bit from the back, these lovely ladies in their dresses. I think that would go well with this vintage ladies theme here. So this is some lovely fabric-y stuff that I got from my brother-in-law's wedding. And I think these would be great as like maybe like a texture page. And then I've got some of this, some old shiny wrapping paper I can use as a page. And then I have, of course, all of my hand-dyed stuff. So this is my honey locust. It comes out very similar to avocado, but it's kind of its own thing. I love this vintage pink that it comes out as. So definitely going to use some of that. This is just some medium tea dye. This is some very, very light honey locust. So you can see the difference. You know, it's super light pink and then like a dark vintagey pink. But it's both honey locust. So, and then this is some dark kind of grungy coffee tea dye. And then I've got a little bit of lace pattern going on here that I've tried. So I'm going to try and incorporate some of all of these into the signatures. So I got all of those. Obviously I probably won't use all of these, that's a lot of paper, but so I got one in my little pile here, and I still need to grab something to, I mean, these are pretty thick, but I think I want more of a hardcover. So let me grab, I forgot my chipboard. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff out the way because I'm going to have to process this guy. So this is actually much thicker. It's thicker than a cereal box. So I wanted her to be sturdy. But I wonder if I should do a spine that thick or not. I will process this down and we will see. We good? Oh, no, I lost my mic. Here we go. Good thing I checked for that. I totally thought I was wearing it. Okay, so it is broken down. These are the scraps, so not too terribly many. That's cool. But a couple mistakes that I made. So this was attached like this. And so I cut the one side and then I folded it in half like this and then try to cut that. Well, that was stupid because that made the spine flat. So then when I did this, it's so short. It's so short. I cut off the wrong end. So I'm going to have to do some repair to this because I don't have another cardboard like this right now. So I'm going to see if that works. And also another mistake that I made was I was measuring like, oh, okay, how big do I need my cardboard to be, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh yes, this is how big it is because when I put, this is how big I want my journal to be total. All right, that's perfect, great. My pages fit inside that, but the cover piece needs to wrap around, have enough extra to be able to wrap around so you don't end up with these edges like that. And I just chopped this off, la la la, and then realized, I just made that the perfect size and I needed it to be bigger. So creating more work for myself, but that's okay. I'm either going to do this type of cover for it, or I might do fabric and then definitely add this on. So my first thing that I'm going to need to do though is fix this. So this is probably my least favorite of the 12 by 12s that I have. So I'm going to use a piece of this. I'm going to glue it down and see how that works. And I'm going to be using the Scotch Permanent Glue Stick just at first to kind of help it grab. And then I'm also going to be using the Fabri-Tac. So BRB. All right, back. So these are all backed with the paper here. Oops, and that's got a little bit of hangover. So I've got the spine and the two sides. And then this, I also took an extra piece of like cereal box just so that it wouldn't want to move. And that seemed to work pretty well. It's definitely not moving. Talking again without my mic, so bear with me with that. And ignore the clattering in the background. My baby is playing. She's up from a nap. So now I think this is going to be on the inside. It may end up getting completely covered, but if I leave it on the outside, it definitely will get covered. So now I need to reinforce, I need to put these together. So I think the best way to do so would be to first glue the spine on. Oh, all right, had to take that call for little one swim lesson. So let's see, this is gonna go, oops, like this. Yep, like this. Boop, right on there. So thinking probably best way is to go ahead and just put the glue on the fabric. All right, definitely gonna have to smush this. Whee. Okay. Try and get that straightened out. Leave a little bit of a gap so it can move. Oh, and that is why we look where we're trying to go here. All right, that did not stick very well, but at least I know kind of where it is now. I'll try it this way. Gotta use a lot of glue with fabric to paper because the fabric soaks it all up. Okay. Squish, 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 squish. smoosh it into the crease there. All right. Now for this one. This one. That's a smoosh. Okay. And you can use like a brayer or anything. I don't have a brayer specifically, but usually something like this works okay. Gotta let that grab for a second. Okay. And usually in our little business that we have going on, my mother is the journal cover queen and I do the insides. So I do not have as much practice with the cover situation. Woo. But see, look at that, how it just wants to come right on. Squish. All right. And then going to put another piece on this side because why not? This cover is going to be bulky. But she is not going to break or fall apart. Is that so, little one? You got something to say too? Yeah. All right. I wasn't sure about this fabric at first because it's not exactly like on theme with that, but it looks really cool with this. I was just like, what can I use? What will be disposable, basically? And I have a huge amount of this. Okay. All right, so this is supposedly supposed to be the outside, but this side looks so much prettier. I definitely don't want that to be the cover though. I don't think. Do I? Do I? No, it's definitely prettier that way. And then I can cover it. All right. So we got a nice pretty inside. And I'll trim this off. And then I think I'm going to go ahead, this is, since this is our new outside now, I'm going to I think I'm going to cut this down. And I'm going to use this on the edges to wrap the edges. And rather than do the whole thing and wrap it again and make everything, I think I'm going to take strips of this and do that. So I will do that and come right back. Okay, so we are what feels like many moons later. I had to put the baby bird down for nap and all that. And I have the inside and the outside covered with this, and this is like that thick cardboardy stuff. So I cut it in 1.5 inch strips, scored it, put it over, and glued it down. And I had to use these guys to help it stay down because in some places it wanted to come up down here. So this is the inside, and I actually quite like this. So I'm thinking I probably won't do much to this inside cover currently unless I come up with a different idea. But the front I covered on the outside. I also did the bottom and top of the spine and then these here. So it doesn't open very flat currently. It will be able to, but right now I want it to stay stiff till it's nice and tight and done. So next I have prepared these. So I cut that part that was too big before, I cut it down, snipped the corners, and then I took some of that lovely stuff here and just swiped some glue so that when it's on here, it kind of sticks out, give it a little bit of bling. Boop. So I'm going to put those on the front and the back. And then I was thinking I may go ahead and put this here as well. Of course, that's going to be sideways, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I just leave it like that. Not 100% on that. But I got to put these on. And then for the closure, I originally said I was going to use chain, but then I found this awesome closure, so it'll pop on. And then this I attached to some more paper, nice heavy duty. We'll wrap around and go like this around the journal. And I think that will be really cool, really special. Whoop. So in order to put that on, first I gotta attach this, and then I think I will put this. I'm not gonna attach this to the back just yet because I don't know how big the gator mouth is gonna be, but I will attach this. So let's do that. Okay, I just did the front and I'm gonna go ahead and do the back on camera because it wasn't too terribly tedious. But I did learn I'm going to need to put some glue on the edges of this as well. But first, really get that so it can grabby grab. As did Pam say, around the world. X in a swirl. Okay. Gotta move a little bit quickly here. Really gotta get these edges. Okay. Let's see, what is the top? This is the top. Make sure I don't put it on upside down. I have done that way too many times before. Okay. That went way better than the first one. All right, so get that nice and stick. All right, so we have, actually, you know, I think I really do. I like that. I'll let that show through, but this is really coming out really nice. I'm gonna trim this, and then we will put holes in here for the closure, and I'll probably add some more embellishment to the cover later on, but I think for now, for the sake of this video, we will call it done enough to work on signatures here in a moment. Oh, by the way, this is a 2-inch spine. I cut it down. I think it was 3, cut it down to 2, much more manageable. So now, let's see. Thinking here-ish, perhaps. And I'm wondering if I can just crop-a-dial this. Guess you're sticking it. There we go. Make sure. Well, you know what? Where'd my little metal? Here we go. This doohickey majig. We will mark that. Right in the middle. Boom. Okay. Now clearly that's not going to be big enough just for that, but it should be able to just smoosh in. Nice. I'm so glad I did a heavy duty cover. I've been wanting to use this since I got it, but my covers were not heavy duty enough at the time for the journals that I did get this for. And I wasn't even thinking about that when I went ahead to put this on, but perhaps this goes this way. And then down and down. Nice and heavy. Oh dear. All right. Nice. So then this will be attached to the back somehow-ish. And it will be able to come up, over, and down. Like that, or like this, if you so desire. I kind of like how this kind of like, whoops, whoa, I just hit the camera. It almost looks like there's book corners on it. It's a really weird illusion. I like it a lot. All right. So the thing about this is it's going to have to be long enough that even when this is like this, that it can reach over and get in. Though I guess if you have it like this, it can kind of do that. So you could kind of cheat it a little bit. But there we have it, our Mindful Image box, subscription box challenge. The journal cover is mostly done. I still have to go ahead and try and use this thingamajig wherever it went. It got lost in the abyss of my desk, but there's a jewel thing I might try and use on here. Put a lady on there maybe. But we are ready for signatures, so stay tuned.